Hi guys, welcome to my first video of 2020. I'm just sort of giving a quick overview of what I'm planning this year, looking at sort of like culmination of like last year's project. So we'll start by looking at my Blue Twargs kill team, and that's now got a full 5 members, fully painted and everything like that. So obviously you're seeing the sergeant guy in the first video I did about these guys, so nothing's changed on him. So then we have the Reaver sergeant and the normal Reaver. I've painted them quite a while ago now. They've been around for a while. I still actually need to do transfers on the shoulder pads. I'm working up to get to that because I'm not very competent with transfers. And then we have this chappy here. He's the Eliminator. I'm actually really pleased with how clean the white is on him. Like, I actually think it's really clean. So he's done. And the guy I'm really proud of is this chappy here, the Vanguard veteran. I'm really happy with just how crisp and clear that yellow is, and just the whole conversion as a whole, just the way he's painted up, the hammer, things like that. So that's just 5 members there. But I've still got this chap. So he's going to be my Wolf Priest. Obviously, because it's a kill team, he'll be a chaplain. So he's sort of started, just only done dry brushing on him so far. I'm doing sub-assemblies, so obviously his backpack's not on yet, once that's painted up. And then you've got the Chappie's Pet Wolf there, again, just in the dry brushing stage. I'm going to get around to finishing these at some point soon. Hopefully I can get around to get the motivation back to make them a priority, and then that Blue Twargs kill team is done for now, and I'll leave that until I'm done with my other projects. So this is my next project. One that I've been talking about for a while. I've been plugging away some over last year, starting to get it into gear, and that's my Astra Militarum army. Over Christmas I got a couple of boxes of Tempesta Scions. So one's already primed, one's the Tempesta's painted, everything but the base is done. So there's a normal squad. I'm running the other squad as Tempesta or Prime and the command squad. So they've just been all glued up. I might add a few more bits in, but they'll probably get primed at some point soon. I'm actually now thinking about changing the direction of my army a little bit. I was going to sort of do the main focus being the Aranex guys, the tanks, and then the Vordelers, so the sort of like light infantry regiment, to have sort of the mix of those two. Now I'm thinking I'm actually going to put more focus on Scions. So I've still got the boxes of Vordeler guys, but for now I'm going to leave them. Definitely going to have tanks. I want lots of tanks, so the Aranex is definitely going to get a good representation. I'm thinking about 1,000 points tanks, and then just the next 1,000 points is just infantry, other bits and pieces that I think would be cool. I'm thinking maybe at some point to start collecting Tempesta Scions kit. That gives me 2 more squads than and the Taurox. So it gives me a bit of transport for them as well. But the advantage of that is with another 2 squads, I can then make a battalion. Probably use the Tempesta Prime and that Primera Psyker at the back there that I've been working on. He's like something I started on many years ago, was just sort of like building a little character with a robe, and that's just a load of greens and stuff over bits of sprue. So it wasn't obviously amazing when it started. I tried to make it look a little bit better earlier, and I painted it up, and I think it looks quite nice. So I think it'll work quite well. It gives me an extra HQ choice, gives me some psychic powers. And finally, I'm actually picking up Middle-earth again, the Middle-earth strategy battle game. Last time I played it, it was just Lord of the Rings. I actually played this before they started the Hobbit scenario. So last time I played a lot of evil armies. I've got loads of those. Currently not with me at the moment. I did actually get my dwarves sent up because like one of the guys I know nearby that I started playing again with, he's got a couple of evil armies. So I thought I'll get some dwarves, and then I can be good for a change. So at the back you can see now guys that I painted up like a decade ago. It's not the best job, but I still quite like it. So that's the start of my dwarf army. It was just a box of the Rangers and a box of the Warriors. So recently I got a metal Balin, King of Moria off, and he's now in the process of being primed. Looks a bit shiny because I don't think it's quite quite set yet, so it's still a bit tacky. And then I've also got Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli there as well. They're being in the process of being primed. They're going to be the start of my Fellowship army. I'm actually going to build the Fellowship. Again, they're like Barlen, they're metal. I'm thinking I'm just going to have like really good fun with the Fellowship. They'll just be sort of something I can plug along with and just take my time to paint them, have these really beautifully painted characters. There's a particular Gandalf I want, that's the Bridge to Khazad-dûm one. And I've been looking online, and he seems to be quite expensive to get hold of, so I might be saving up for him. Maybe he'll be the last one to get added to the Fellowship. Definitely taking Build the Pony. I've been looking at the rules. Build the Pony is actually really handy to have in your Fellowship for 25 points. He allows you to regenerate Might, Will, and Fate, so that's very useful. The Hobbits can use him as a banner. Obviously I'm going to need Frodo as well because he makes the Fellowship fearless. I think Aragorn's going to be the key to my army, though. Bloody Enduril is insane. It's better than the last time. And then I also have Metal Saruman. I actually had quite a good sized Isengard force, but my focus was on sort of like a raiding party. So it was mostly Uruk-hai scouts. I had the demolitions team. So I had the three main Uruk-hai heroes at the time. Had Lurtz, Ugluk, and Vrasku. I've decided that I need to add a Malherd to my force. I think he'll be really easy to convert. Just get a Uruk-hai scout, clip the sword off one of the other guys, and give him 2 swords, and then give that other Uruk-hai scout an axe, something. But that Saruman is going to be I'm going to paint him up for the specific scene in the books in mind when he reveals to Gandalf his true allegiances, and he goes, no, I'm not Saruman the White anymore. I am Saruman of many colours. So I'm going to be playing around, maybe doing some wet blending, get him a very rainbow robe there. So that'll be fun. Keep an eye out for that in the future. I don't know when I'm going to get around to that. Looking into some ideas for that. And this chap is the first Lord of the Rings miniature I have painted in like 8 years, maybe. Basically, I had one of the Khazad-dûm guys, Khazad-guard chaps that is part of my dwarf army. I think they actually used to belong to my brother, but he sent them to me. His axe broke years ago, so it doesn't look... You can see, obviously, I fixed it. I've fixed it with a bit of green stuff, so hopefully that'll hold fairly well. Because it's metal, I just can't find a drill bit that's strong enough and small enough to pin him properly. So he's got sort of like... I'm trying to reflect that blue sort of colour there. Because the other Khazad-guards I've got are a bit different, as you can see. There's a bit more green. Obviously, they look... Obviously, my skill level was different then. Obviously, my brother, I think, helped paint these as well, because they're his. Just can't remember if he painted both or one of them. But rather than go with the green, I decided I'd just paint him, because I really like the blue. All that's left on him is to do the base. I'm just going to paint that grey to fit with the other 2 Khazad-guards. And I'm just going to give him a wash of Agrax Earthshade. I'm hoping that should finish it off. So that is all from that video. Goodbye, guys.